A lot of times in the boat industry, when something works, you're going to expand on it. And that's exactly what Bayliner's done with their Element line of boats. First introduced as a 16-footer, they then expanded it to the 18-foot XL version. Well, now they've changed it up completely, but kept the hull the same. So in this Mydealers.ca digital test drive, we're going to look at the 2016 Bayliner Element F18. So F18, the F stands for fish. This is a new fishing version of Bayliner's popular Element line of boats. Starting right up in the bow, you can see we have a massive casting platform. This is going to be great for simply getting into those tight corners or casting bay nets. What I like about this is that it's completely non-skid, so you don't have to worry about slipping off. You have access to your battery storage up front because there is a spot to mount your trolling motor. And finally, there is a large center storage locker up there as well. Moving back to the center console, this seat that I'm sitting on actually lifts up and there's deep storage underneath. This is going to be great to toss things like life jackets and safety kits and gear that you don't need very often. There's a full windshield around the console as well as that stainless steel grab post. Since this is a fishing boat, you're going to want a spot to store your rods, and this has 6 rod storage, 3 on each side of the console. This boat has been picked up with a full gauge package, depth sounder, trim gauge, along with a stereo and tilt steering. The seat has a large cooler underneath, and that backrest goes fore and aft, so whether you want to sit down and drive or simply sit back and relax, you can do either or. At the stern, there's a large casting platform that's great for fishing, but when it's time to put the rods away and have some fun, 2 jump seats fold up out of the platform. This boat is optioned out with the ski tow bar for wakeboarding, tubing, water skiing. That's because it's going to be so much more than just a fishing boat. Now this boat is built on Bayliner's patent-pending M hull, so we should head out on the water and see what it's all about. So when Bayliner was researching their patent-pending M-shaped hull, they surveyed a bunch of new boaters, and there's a few things that they want, or in this case, didn't want. First of which, they didn't like a lot of bow rise, so we should expect this boat to plane quickly. Secondly, they wanted it to be a little bit more stable side to side, and I think we found that at rest it's certainly like that. And then they didn't like the way boats banked into a turn, so we should expect this F18 to run a little flat. But expect is one thing, let's see how it actually performs. So right away when we talk about bow rise, it's basically what bow rise? As you can see, we were on plane almost instantly. As we settle into this chop, I must say I'm pretty impressed with how it runs. We just kind of glide across. If I set up for a turn, again, I think we're 2 for 2 so far. Look how flat this boat turns. Kind of like a go-kart. There's no banking, it stays connected, prop stays hooked up. So like we talked about at the start, if something works, you might as well expand on it. And we've shown that this Bayliner Element F18 is a great extension of the new Element family. It's obviously a fishing boat. I think we've shown that it's also so much more than that. The fact that it has a ski tow, jumper seats, and plenty of non-skid also makes it a great cottage runabout. For Boatdealers.ca, I'm Matt Spencer.